this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. We are commanded to love one another. And I think we can agree that loving one another is one thing, but trying to love your enemies is really hard. And sometimes we probably fail at it, but we have to live with them whether we can love them or not. And today I read something and it absolutely infuriated me. And it reminded me of why it's so hard to love your enemies, because they never give up the fight against you. This is the headline that infuriated me. This is USA Today. It says, House passes defense bill with $1 salary for Lord Austin. Marjorie Taylor Greene says it's too much. This is General Lord Austin, retired 4-star general of the United States Army. He is the first black Secretary of Defense of the United States of America. Before retiring from the military in 2016, Austin served as the 12th Commander of United States Central Command beginning March 2013. Prior to that, he served as the 33rd Vice Chief of Staff of the Army and as Commander of the United States Forces in Iraq. And he also served as Commanding General during the war in Iraq twice. This man is as qualified to be the Secretary of Defense as anybody in the United States, and he is an example of black excellence in military strategies. This man was educated at West Point and Auburn University, and he has a very impressive resume that would take a long time for me to go through. But this is a very intelligent, highly skilled military man. This woman's name is Marjorie Taylor Greene. She is a member of the House of Representatives from Georgia, a Republican, a right-wing Republican who is always trying to stir up something with the Democrats. She proposed a bill to cut the United States military budget, and in that budget she proposed that they reduce General Austin's salary to $1. With a Republican majority, this bill did pass in the House of Representatives. But for many, it's up for debate as to why the Congress passed such a bill. This is the kind of black man that many Americans, many non-black Americans fear. He is a strong military man. He's very intelligent. He's not buck dancing and shucking and jiving, trying to be funny and out there making a fool out of himself, trying to entertain white people. He is a serious black man, and he has been appointed and confirmed to do this job. This man has actually served in the military. Now, these people in Congress, led by Marjorie Taylor Greene, a desperate housewife who doesn't know what to do with herself, sponsored this bill to cut his salary because she has decided that he's not doing a good job as the leader of the Pentagon. So this bill states that in order to cut the military budget, they're going to cut his salary, which is over $220,000 a year, to $1. This is insulting, it's humiliating, and it's a way of trying to embarrass a black man, saying he's not competent enough to do the job. Well, he sure as hell knows more about doing the job than they do. Most of the ones that are talking haven't even served in the military, including Marjorie Taylor Greene. Out of the 435 Congress people in the House of Representatives, I think they say maybe 14% of them have served in the military, and most of them are Democrats. So these people are arrogant, to say the least. They're also angry because it looks like their little political clout is dwindling. Their number one presidential candidate, Donald Trump, looks like he might be on his way to jail, and the people that are on the stage trying to do a Republican presidential debate look absolutely silly. So they've got to do something to make it look like they're doing something in the Congress. So who do they go after? They go after the first black 4-star general who has been appointed and confirmed to be the Secretary of Defense. This is insulting on so many levels, but this is another way of trying to stop black excellence. This man is the Secretary of the Defense. In addition, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who is over all of the officers in the United States military, is Air Force General Charles Q. Brown. Another example of black excellence in the military. So what they're trying to do is stop the tide of black excellence in the military. And on this note, let's pay attention to something. Now, these are black men. They always talk about the modern minority, the Asians, the Hispanics, the whomever. But it's always black people who have to open the doors in America. All of these jobs, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the Secretary of Defense, all of those are looked upon as white men's jobs. But these are jobs where you have to prove yourself. You have to prove that you can do the job by being trained to lead soldiers on the battlefield and off. You can't just walk into these jobs. These are not affirmative action jobs. You have to prove yourself in these jobs. Now, what are the modern minorities? What about the Asians? They're so smart. They pass so many tests. They can do so well. Where are they? We've never had an Asian to be the Secretary of Defense in America or chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. So black people, after all is said and done, black people always have to open the door. Black people have to get the harsh treatment, go through all of the vetting process, and then when the black people open the door, here come these other people trying to barge in. And that is why we have to say, we have to gatekeep. We have to take note of these things. Because if you're so smart and you're such a model minority, such a model American citizen, how come they don't ever open any doors? So the Republicans in the United States House of Representatives passed this bill to cut the Secretary of Defense's salary to $1. The truth is, part of it is racism, and part of that racism is that they see these jobs as being white men's jobs. They don't want to see black men in these jobs. But the problem is, in order to get these jobs, you have to serve. You have to serve in the military. You need to know something about the military. These old white men are sitting up in the halls of Congress. They haven't served in the military, and neither has their sons or daughters. But they want to make decisions about the military, about the war in Ukraine, for instance, when they don't know anything about war because they never served in the military, and they definitely have never been in a war, in hopes that it would discourage any black person in the future for wanting one of these jobs. But they cannot stop black excellence. Even when the playing field is not even, black people can still hold their own, make black magic, and demonstrate excellence. And that's what's going to continue to happen. They cannot stop black excellence. I don't believe that they can actually cut this man's salary. He can certainly file some kind of appeal against it. But we have to keep our eyes on what's going on. General Austin is awesome, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and his office says he's not concerned about it at all. He's concerned about serving the country and doing the best job he can do, and that's the best answer that he could give. So y'all, let me know what you think about the video. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, share the video, and as always, have a great day. And as always, have a great day.